Good evening, guys.
Good evening, sir.
How are you guys? How's the weekend? A long weekend.
Fine, sir.
Anyone having any doubts from functions and relations? Anything? Any questions you are having before closing the?
Sir?
Yes.
Sir, could you solve the sums which you gave as homework for previous class?
Yeah, 1 second. I'm opening the sheet what I discussed in last class. Is this what are the questions I gave? Okay, 1 second. I'm going to share the screen within a few minutes. Just a minute, guys. Anyone can read out one question what I gave?
Sir, root over a minus x upon b minus x.
Root over a minus x. One second. I'm just checking. Yeah, domain of root of a minus x by b minus x. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, the same thing. Am I right? Yeah, so root of negative value should not be possible, first of all. And a is less than b, I am saying. A is less than b. A is big. A is smaller and b is bigger one always. So the first condition is root negative values should not be possible. And second one is b minus x should not be 0. B minus x should not be 0 because denominator should not be 0. Am I right or wrong? Guys, is this first question what you are asking?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'm taking the first one. What is a given thing here? Find the domain where a is less than b. Find the domain where a is less than b. Some equation I gave. A is less than b. A is smaller than b. So if I'm substituting some value, b minus x should not equal to 0. So x should not be equal to b, correct? This is one condition. Am I right or wrong, guys? Students, please. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So a minus x by b minus x should always greater than or equal to 0. When it is possible, if I'm taking greater than or equal to 0, so how to find out the x value from here? How to find out the x value from here? Whether numerator positive, denominator also positive, or numerator is negative, denominator is also negative. Am I right? Guys, please. Yes or no? Yes or no? For what value
Yes, sir.
the numerator is positive? For what x values you will get the numerator is positive? A is smaller. So if you take any value less than a, then you will get the numerator is positive and it should not greater than b. It should be less than a and it should not be greater than b. Got it? What I'm saying?
Sir, but it's not. A is lesser than B, right?
Correct. A is lesser than b. If I'm taking a value greater than a and less than b, what will happen? Domain, if I'm saying the domain is a to b, minus x, b minus x. What conditions? So when numerator will be positive, denominator will be positive. For what x values it will be positive, guys? Both. Guys, please.
X is lesser than B.
X must be lesser than B. And it should not be less than A now. See, if I'm taking on the number line, you'll able to understand, guys, following. This is the one condition where you will get both are positive, then it is the whole expression is positive. If both are negative also, the whole expression is positive. And A minus X can be 0, so X can be equal to A. So A can be included, and if I'm taking the number line, it will be easy to understand. So this is a number line starting 0, next is A, next is B, correct? Because the condition says A is less than B, then what is the domain? If A is less than B, what is the domain? So now you take, when denominator can be negative positive, for what values denominator is positive? B less than, X less than B, correct? X is less than B. For any X less than B, denominator is positive. If X less than B, denominator is positive. But for any values, so same value you have to substitute. Suppose if I'm taking X is less than B, so B minus smaller value, it is positive. But A minus, which value I have to take? If I'm taking greater than A or less than A, I have to take here. Guys, please. Understood what I'm saying? If X is less than B, denominator is positive. For any values of X is less than B, denominator is positive. Is it possible for any values X is less than A, denominator is positive? Guys, please, what are the values I have to take to get both the numerator and denominator is positive? Suppose if I'm taking this is 3, this is 5.
So X can be less than A, right?
Sorry?
X can be less than A, right?
X can be less than A or X can be less than B. If I'm taking X less than B, if I'm taking a value in between 3 to 5, what is happening? What happened to this expression? What will happen to this expression?
Negative expression.
Negative expression. Is it possible? But for what values it is positive expression? Any value from 0 to A, correct? Am I right or wrong? Sorry, any value from minus infinity to A, it is positive, correct? Any value from
Yes, sir.
minus infinity to A, it is positive. And any value from B to infinity also, it is positive. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
So, yes, my what are the answer I am giving? It is wrong. So, what is the domain here? Because if I am taking B to infinity, where B is greater than B, I am taking, your numerator is also A minus X, that is negative, B minus X, that is negative. Because if X is greater than B, suppose if it is 4, I am taking 5, I am taking 6. So 4 minus 5 negative, your A is 3 and B is some 6. I am taking more than 6. So both will become negative. If I am taking less than 3, both will become positive. Suppose A is 3, 3 minus of minus 3, 6 minus of minus 3. So then it will become positive by positive. So what is the domain here? Minus infinity to A, where A can be included, union B to infinity, or R minus A, B included. I can write like this. Am I right or wrong, guys? Is this
Yes, sir.
Suppose if I am taking the same expression where A is greater than B, the same expression A minus X by B minus X, where A is greater than B, in the number line first B will come and after that A will come. I'm not mentioning the 0. First B will come, after that A will come. Here A minus X can be 0. A minus X can be 0. So X is equal to A is possible. B minus X can't be 0 where X not equal to B, and A minus X positive. If A minus X is positive, B minus X also positive. That means if A minus X is greater than 0, B minus X also should be greater than 0. So if X greater than A, and X must be greater than B also. And if X less than X minus A is, sorry, if A minus X is less than 0, B minus X also less than 0. That means A less than X, B also less than X. So that means X greater than A greater than X. So this is X less than A and X less than B. So finally you are getting X must be less than B to should be positive, and X must be greater than A to make it both are negative.
Sir, the answer which you give for this also is wrong, sir.
So it should be R minus what answer I gave, correct? R minus B comma A, or 0 to minus infinity to B. You can include B union open braces A comma infinity, correct? Is that right answer? A should not, no, B is in denominator now. B can't be included, A can be included. B can't be included, A can be included. B, A, and this is like this. A can be included. 4 conditions I got. 4 conditions combination you have to write as a set form. 4 conditions combination you have to write a single equation here. This expression gives the 4 conditions. X is less than B, and X is greater than A, and X can't be B, but X is equal to A is possible. R minus, this is R minus. Is it clear, guys? Students, please. This question, third question, anyone? Anyone done the third question? One by GIF of X square minus GIF of X minus 2. Anyone done this question? Guys, yeah. So how to behave this question? Whenever some weird functions we receive, how to approach this concept? So in the beginning days, like when you are starting these numericals, I will give some suggestion, because a few students can adopt immediately, they can try to solve. But if you people are confusing with this GIF, make this GIF as one variable. Suppose if I'm taking this is like this function is like A, where A is a function of X. So I will get this is like this. A square minus A minus 2. Am I right or wrong, guys? So this is 1 by root of some function of X. Function of X. So what are the condition? At what condition this? It won't get any output. Root negative values is not possible, correct? And it should not be 0. So I can say like this. A square minus A minus 2 It should not be negative and it should not equal to 0. It should be greater than 0. Guys, am I right or wrong? Your a square minus a minus c2 should be greater than 0. It should not be less than 0. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
So this is only the condition where I can able to substitute any x value. So the total expression should be always positive. At what a values you will get positive, for that you have to do factorization. So what is the splitting the middle term here? A square minus 2a plus a minus 2 it should be greater than 0. So I can take a common, a minus 2. If I am taking plus 1 common, a minus 2 should be greater than 0. So this will be a minus 2 into a plus 1 should be greater than 0. This is one term, this is another term, and both are greater than 0. The product of the two terms is greater than 0, that is positive. This is possible. Term 1, term 2, both should be positive, or term 1 and term 2, both should be negative. Will you agree with me? How to analyze this equation? Guys, is it clear what I'm saying? So then what is the domain of A here? What is the domain of A here? When you will get both are negative and we will get both are positive. For what A values you will get both are negative. Suppose if I am taking both are positive, both should be positive. Both should be positive when A minus 2 must be greater than 0. A plus 1 must be greater than 0. That means A must be greater than 2. A must be greater than minus 1. That means what? A should be, sir, A should be what here?
Less.
No, A should be greater than 2. A is greater than 2 because
Greater than.
the number is greater than minus 1 and also greater than 2. Which I have to take? This condition will says both the conditions, correct? If it is greater than 2, it represents both the conditions, no?
Yes, sir.
So A must be greater than 2 is one condition. Another one is both should be negative. A minus 2 less than 0, A plus 1 less than 0. So A is less than plus 2, A is less than minus 1. Out of these two conditions, which condition explains both the condition?
A less than minus 1.
A less than minus 1 will use the both the conditions. It represents both the condition. It represents this is also negative and this is also negative. So if I am combining these two conditions, what is my domain? What are the values are valid for A here? A should be less than minus 1. A should be greater than 2. So R minus minus 1 comma 2 I can write. Or I can write minus infinity to minus 1 open braces union 2 to infinity, because I could not take 1 comma 2 values as the values of A. This is your x belongs to, GIF of x belongs to. Got it what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
GIF of x belongs to. So x greater than means what? What is the meaning of x greater than here? If I am substituting in place of x 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, what is your output of x?
3.
F of x 3. So this x values, this output will start from 3, correct? So how to write this one? So you can write GF of x is, the domain is minus infinity to minus 1 union 3 to infinity. 3 to infinity. This is your answer. What is the answer I gave? This also I gave the wrong answer. Yes, this is the right answer. Understood, guys, how to do this question?
Yes, sir.
Suppose if I am giving without root, what will happen? Suppose the same question, if I'm asking find the domain of 1 by x square minus x minus 2. X square minus x minus 2. Find the domain. How you will do this question? It is a fractional function. Numerator is a constant. Denominator is a quadratic equation. The denominator should not be 0. It might be negative or it might be positive. Correct? X square minus x minus 2 should not equal to 0. X minus 1 into x minus. So this is minus.
Sir, R minus minus 1 and 2.
What is the factors, man? What is the factors we got in previous case?
Minus 1 and
minus 2 into x plus 1. X plus 1 into x minus 2 should not equal to 0. When it is not equal to 0? When it should not equal to 0.
X is not equal to minus 1 or
not equal to 0. It is x should not equal to minus 1. X should not equal to plus 2. Correct? So R minus 1 comma 2 I can write. You should not interval. This is not interval. Except these two values, rest of all the elements can able to substitute in this equation. Why except these two values? So except the roots of the if your denominator is a quadratic equation, except root of the quadratic equation, remaining all values can be possible for its domain. Is it clear, guys? What I'm saying? That is a default for quadratic equation when it is coming in the denominator. Guys, is it clear what I'm saying?
yes, sir.
So this is how we can discuss when something is coming in the denominator, when some expression is coming in the denominator. Yeah, shall I move to the next topic? Anyone having any questions here? We will come back this concept with the trigonometric functions. In class 2, we have to discuss more because relations and functions, mostly they will include with the trigonometric functions. The sample questions I will show you for just to understand why I am like going with full-fledged questions, because they may ask like this. There is a question, if f of x is sine inverse 1 plus x square by 2x plus root of 1 minus x square, then find its domain. Here you have to know the concept of trigonometry and as well as inverse trigonometry. Then only you can able to solve this question. Or they might give like this. Might be they will include like this. Tan of x plus 1 plus root of x square minus 1. So what is the domain of these functions? So these kind of trigonometric functions they may ask mostly. So for our board level point of view, because of not included in inverse trigonometry, the difficulty level of the question is less. Mostly they will deal with algebraic functions. They won't go more than that. Is it clear, guys, what I'm saying? Guys, is it clear what I'm saying? Shall I go for some other question? One more question can I give? Students, please respond.
Yes, sir.
So one more question. Find the domain of the function. Find the domain of the function. Find the domain of the function where my f of x is equal. I'm giving this is the exam point of view question for board level. 3x plus 5 divided by 7x minus 3. Anyone can able to solve this question? Guys, please find the domain of this function. Find the domain of this function. Anyone got the answer?
Sir, r minus 3 upon 7.
Super. R minus 3 upon 7. Suppose if I am giving this question for 2 marks, how you will explain?
The 7x minus 3 should not be equal to 0.
F of x is a fractional function, correct? Where numerator is a linear equation, denominator is also a linear equation. First explain about the function. If it is a fractional function where the numerator is linear equation and denominator is also a linear equation, denominator can't be 0 here because numerator can be any value here because linear equation your R is the domain, but denominator can't be 0. Denominator should not equal to 0 for a fractional function. So 7x minus 3 should not equal to 0 for any other values can be possible for x. So 7x can't be 3. So x can't be 3 by 7. So except 3 by 7, any x value you can able to substitute because the numerator doesn't have any restrictions here, only denominator. So r minus 3 by 7. This is how we can discuss.
Sir, what if the same question was given, but instead of 7x minus 3, it was 3 minus 7x?
If he is giving 3 minus 7x, just follow the algebra. Denominator can't be 0, same expression 3 minus 7x can't be 0, 3 can't be 7x. So what is a 3 by 7 can't be x, same.
Sir, but for some value of x, denominator can be negative, right?
Yeah, it is not under the root now. See here only one condition. Suppose if it is giving root now, then your 7x minus 3, x minus 3 minus 7x can be different domains. But it is without the denominator, without the root, so you will get the same domain.
Understood, sir.
Got it? What I'm saying? See, our aim is what are the condition? At what conditions it can't be? Here, without root, for whatever the expression it is, denominator can't be 0. That's it. For both, you will get the same domain here. Same domain is possible now. If you take the general quadratic equation, the domain is all real numbers. If it is in the form of, if any equation is in the form of, we already discussed now, standard functions, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Your domain is always R. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
It is ax plus b. If your domain is always R. If it is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, your domain is R. For any polynomials, it is domain is R. Only fractional functions, some kind of different functions, we have to discuss the domain concept separately. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
One more question. Shall I go for one more question?
Yes, sir.
Domain of x square by 1 plus x square. Mark. Domain of x square by 1 plus x square.
Sir, R.
Domain is R. How you can say? How you can explain?
Sir, for any value of x, denominator is not 0.
Given function is a fractional function. Numerator is x square, its domain is R. Denominator is 1 plus x square, should not be equal to 0. So x square can't be equal to minus 1. So x square x is not equal to root of minus 1, which are not real numbers. No real solution, correct? So there is any real number will always give positive. That is also one method. All you can like this also. 1 is constant positive number. X square is always positive for any real number. So 1 plus x square is always positive. Like that also I can explain. Sum of two positive real numbers is always positive because x square is for any real number, whether it is negative, whether it is positive, x square is always positive. So 1 is always positive. 1 plus any positive number is always positive. So there is no numbers which is coming, which is getting 1 plus x square is as 0. So your domain is R. So denominator domain is also R. Domain of denominator is also R. So the union of both the denominator, both the things is intersection. Sorry. Intersection is the domain of the given function is R. Suppose same question if I am asking the range, guys.
R plus.
Why R plus?
Sir, is the no sir, no, nothing.
Is it R plus? How it is R plus?
So numerator is x square, so it's always positive, and denominator is 1 plus x square. That is also always positive.
X square by 1 plus x square. Think over it and let me know, guys, again.
Sir, is it 0 to 1?
0 to
1.
1. Which is closed, which is open?
Sir, closed is 0 and open is 1.
Correct. How you can argue this statement?
Sir, I equated it using y and found it.
Without that, how you can argument, how you can do? Argument.
Sir, because 1 plus x square, if x is same, then 1 plus x square is always greater than x
Denominator
square.
is always less than 1 plus x square. Denominator. Correct? This can be written as 1 minus 1 by 1 plus x square. So you are subtracting 1 minus some fraction always for any x value. So for x is equal to 1, for x is equal to 0, you will get 1. For x is equal to 0, you will get 0 by 1, 0. And for x is equal to infinity, what you will get? 1 plus infinity, infinity by infinity can't be defined. What is the maximum value you will get? When you will get 1, x is equal to 0, you will get 1. 1 is open braces. Is it open braces 1?
Yes, sir.
Because at infinity only you are getting 1, or any other values you are getting 1. You never get 1 here, correct? Even if I am taking 100, 100 by 101. Even if I am taking 1000, 1000 by 1001. So for what value you will get 1 here? If I am taking x is equal to 0, are you getting 1?
Yes, sir. But then we can't take x as 0, sir.
Why we can't take x as 0? Why we can't take x as 0 here?
Sir, if x is 0, the answer is 0, sir.
Sorry? Correct. X is equal to 0 will not give 1. X is equal to 0 will give 0. 0 by 1 is 1, is 0. So 1 you won't get. At infinity only you are getting infinity by infinity. But infinity by infinity we can't consider as the 1. Infinity by infinity we can't consider as the 1. So 1 can't be, it never get 1. It is always giving less than 1. We are getting always less than 1. Because some value divided by denominator is plus 1. So the whole expression is always less than 1. So in these in between 0, 1. Like this also you can explain. And another way is there. That is little bit, I don't want to confuse you, because range they won't ask you. Maximum they will ask the domain. Or standard functions graph and range only they will ask.
Sir, in previous class I had asked a doubt, sir, that why can't root over a minus x upon b minus x be multiplied by minus 1 upon minus 1?
Yeah, I will let you know, man. It is in my mind. I will let you know. Okay. Some cases you can take it, but there are few cases when I am discussing with the functions, you should not change the expressions. I will let you know whether it is valid here or not. I will let you know. Give me some time. So one more way of questions. Sorry, just a minute. Find the domain of 1 by mod x minus x. Anyone? The answers are real numbers, 0, infinity, open braces. Third option is minus infinity, 0. Fourth option is r minus 0. Please, guys, when you are there, only few people are responding. Hamsini, Raghav, Harshida, try to solve this question. Kirtana, Striya, please.
Sir, I think it's option 3.
Yes, sir. Option 3, sir.
Expecting answers from others. Please, guys, I'm expecting the answers from others.
Sir, it's option 3, sir.
Anyone can explain how?
Sir, mod x minus x can never be greater than 0.
Mod x, why, man?
Sorry, it can never be in negative.
Why? It can't be 0, man. If it is not under the root now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry.
It may be negative. It may be negative or it may be positive. So mod x should not equal to x. What is this meaning? Mod x not equal to x means what?
Sir, x should be negative, sir.
Correct. Mod x should not equal to x means, what is a mod x? Plus or minus x actually. So you are saying mod x can't be positive. So, but x can be negative. So what is your answer? Guys, what is your answer? Minus infinity to 0. Minus infinity to 0. If you substitute, or you can say like this, mod x minus x. For what values of x it can't be 0? Suppose for all positive values, this is positive, this is also positive. Same number, subtraction is 0, but it should not be equal to 0. When it can't be 0, if I am able to get the whole summation, it should be a summation. If x is negative, this will be positive, and this is negative of negative is positive, then it will be not equal to 0. So x must be less than 0. X must be less than 0. At this condition, I can say this is domain, or I can write like this. Mod x is a, what is the mod x? Mod x is a piecewise function. Minus x can't be 0 and plus x minus x can't be 0. For what value minus x minus can't be 0? Minus x is from minus infinity to 0. Plus x is from 0 to infinity. For 0 to infinity it is 0. Minus infinity to 0. This is coming always positive and this also coming always positive. So it can't be 0. Like that also you can explain minus infinity to 0 I can take. If I am taking minus x, x plus x will come always, which is not equal to 0. Suppose the same question, if I am asking find the domain, guys, find the domain for where my f of x is equal to 1 by root of mod x minus x. The options are minus infinity to 0 is the first option. The second option is minus infinity to infinity minus 0. The third option minus infinity to infinity open braces. The fourth option 0 to infinity open braces. Guys, you already know the previous question. Continuation of the previous question you can take. Which answer is possible answer here? Is the same answer or different answer we'll get here? Denominator can't be 0. From
Sir,
above,
is option B.
option
B.
B. Option B. Why I can't take option A? How option B, man? If I am taking any plus 3, if I am taking plus 3, your denominator is coming 0 now. Option 3 says only minus infinity to plus infinity. How you can take option 3? So if I am taking plus 3 is the part of the domain, correct? If I am taking plus 3, I am getting 1 by 0. How it is option 3? Understood what I am saying? Any positive value can't be valid. Any positive value can't be valid. X should not be positive value because mod x is positive, minus x is negative for positive values. So it is 0 always. For any positive real number, denominator is 0. So only real, these numbers only possible. So what is option here?
Option
Only
A.
option is, what is the only possible option is what here? Please, what is the possible option here? Suppose if I don't know the answer, what is the possible option? Only first option is possible. Rest of all the options are giving 1 by 0. So it is not possible.
Sir, how is it 1 by 0, sir? If we consider x as minus 4.
No, x is minus 4. But what you are trying to say, x is minus 4, I can accept it. But x is equal plus 4, it is part of the domain also, no? If I am saying minus infinity to infinity is the domain, I can take 4 also, no? I can take 5 also, I can take 6 also. These 3 domains. Got it what I'm saying?
No, sir.
See, what is the meaning of domain? What are the values you can able to substitute? That range, starting value to ending value you have to give. But you are giving beyond the ending values, correct?
Oh, okay, sir. I thought this was range. Sorry, sir.
No, only domain. Only domain.
Okay. Yeah, so
So
then it will be A.
yeah. Now 2 more questions. Tomorrow we'll start with the trigonometry, and this week might be I will take some extra session, guys. Keep it in mind. X minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3 under the root. Find the domain. Find the domain. How to do this question? Whenever you are getting some cubic equation or quadratic equation, and if it is under the root or 1 by under the root, how to behave? How to do?
Sir, we have to find the zeros of that and we should tell it is not equal to the zeros.
Why it is not equal to 0? Why it can't be possible? It is
Sir,
not. It is not in the denominator position, no?
sorry, sir, less than 0, sir. It should not be less than 0. It should not be negative under the root.
For what values it is negative?
If x is lesser than 1.
Correct? I can use this word. This relation will give some. Am I right or wrong, guys? From here, how you can explain the domain of this function? If I am taking x is less than 1, what is happening here? This is coming positive.
It's negative, sir.
This is coming negative, but finally I am getting positive value. If I am taking x is less than 1, correct?
Sir, if x is less than 1, then how first one is positive, sir?
So negative. So x should not be less than 1, correct? Might be equal to 1. X should not be less than 1. If I am taking, so if x is equal to 1, sorry, x should not be less than 1. So what about 2? It should be less than 2 or greater than 2. Here are 3 values you have to check. Less than 1, greater than 1. Less than 2, greater than 2. Less than 3, greater than 3. Automatically your answer will come. So x can't be less than 1. What about 2? If it is less than 2, what will happen? Less than 2 and greater than 1. Because you already decided x can't be less than 1. So x is starting from 1. And if I am taking 2, if x is starting from 1 and less than 2, what will happen? If it is equal to 2,
So it's positive.
So in between 1 and 2, this is positive. Less than 2, this is negative. And this is negative. It is positive. So my x minus 1, x minus 2 is positive for 1, 2, correct? Where I can include 2, I can include 2 also. Am I right?
Sir, is the answer 1, 2 union 3 to infinity?
Correct. How you can say 3 to infinity? Now next point is 3. If I am taking less than 3 means 1 to 2, 1 to 3 or 2 to 3, because 1 to 2 already I explained here. If I am taking 2 to 3, more than 2, this is positive, and this is negative. So it is not valid. Between 2 to 3, it is not valid. And if it is greater than 3, all are positive. So it is valid. So the values must be between 1 to 2 and 3 to infinity. Take the 3 zeros and check each and everything. If it is less than 1, greater than 1, less than 2, greater than 2, less than 3, greater than 3, how it will behave. So the domain is 1 to closed braces union 3 closed infinity open. 3 to infinity. Is it right, guys, what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, one more last question for today. You can come with any doubts or any discussion. Find the domain of root of 2 plus x plus root of 2 minus x divided by x. Find domain. How? Who is going to explain this question? First one is x can't be 0. Denominator any value is possible other than 0. Correct? So here the argument should happen for the numerator. The argument should happen for the numerator. Numerator any value can be possible.
Sir, is it 0 to 2 both open interval?
2 plus x greater than or equal to 0, 2 minus x greater than or equal to 0. Correct? I can take like this. 2 is greater than or equal to x, or x less than or equal to 2. 2 is greater than or equal to minus x, sorry, plus minus x. This is, so I am taking 2 here. So x is greater than or equal to minus 2. 2 is greater than or equal to plus x, and x is less than or equal to 2. So I can write like this, guys. R minus intersection of these two, except 0 everything, but here in between 2 to
minus 2.
minus 2. So how I can write here?
So we can write minus 2 to 0 union 2 to 0 to 2.
Minus 2 to 2. I can write like this. Is it wrong? Yes, it is wrong. Why it is wrong? If x value is greater than 2, it won't work. If x value should be less than 2 and greater than minus 2. So it is in between minus 2 to 2, minus 0, or minus 2 to 0, union 0 to 2.
Yes, sir.
Anything is same. So like this, you can see procedure means only you have to remember the standard maths where the expression can't be defined. That one statement you have to keep in mind. So most of the things for your level as of now, you are dealing with algebraic functions. But once you completed trigonometric and second year of inverse trigonometric, they might ask from anything. Okay, shall I wind up the session? Anyone having any doubts, guys? Guys, please.
No doubt, sir.
Yeah, we'll meet in next class. Please practice some more questions. If you are having any doubts, we can discuss, or we will start the trigonometric functions. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.